Check Productions.
Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
You see it one way, I see it another. Different opinions don't make us enemies, brother. Every point you make, I'll put to the test. A healthy debate always brings out the best. Facts and feelings don't always align. That's why we're here, let the truth define. No need for anger, no need to deceive. Sometimes the strongest move is to agree to disagree.
Hold on, let me finish before you decide. There's another perspective standing on this side. I respect your view, but I'm standing my ground. Sometimes the loudest voice ain't the deepest sound. Let's keep it honest, let's keep it real. Challenge the facts, not the way we feel. We don't need a winner every time we speak. Strong minds can still agree to disagree.
You got your point,
I got mine.
different voices, same place, same time. Let's raise the questions, challenge what we see. Every conversation shapes what we'll believe. Speak your truth respectfully, and if we don't agree, we'll agree to disagree.
You bring the passion,
You bring the proof
let's separate opinion
from the honest truth
We don't need to shout,
to make our case.
deserve that space.
Challenge me,
I'll challenge you
let's hear it out.
and follow through.
Different sides, one community. Real conversations build unity. Respect the person, debate the belief. That's how we agree to disagree. You got your point,
I got mine.
different voices, same place, same time.
No fear in asking,
No shame to believe. The strongest discussions don't always agree. Stand your ground respectfully. Let's keep the conversation free. We'll agree to disagree. Every voice matters. Every opinion counts. Welcome to the conversation. Agree to disagree.
Oh my! Brother, oh my! What's that?
Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a ooze. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got thudders and hundred.
About time. Good Lord. Lord.
Leave the Lord out of this.
That's why I said Lord, not Lord. Lord.
Lord.
I was very
As
careful.
as Medea would say. Lord.
What's up, man?
goody?
Yeah, happy Friday, bro. Happy Friday. I know your work day, your work week ain't ended, but mine has. So happy Friday.
Bro, my work week never ends, bro. Never
Hey.
ends. Never ends. Look at that. We got a packed house. Who we got in the Krisnia? I see Top Pro. What up with you, bro?
Ty Pro in the building. Hold on. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
let me get that ready.
Uh-oh. I don't know why, but it sounds a little robotic. Do you hear that, or is it
Yes, I
just
hear
me?
that. Yes, I hear that. Yes. I hear
Okay,
you.
do you,
Yes.
you hear me sounding robotic?
Yes. Do I sound robotic?
Yeah.
Oh, get the
Fam, do we sound robotic? Let us know, man. We live.
Yes.
Let us know.
No. Chat, do I sound robotic? He
both
sounds
of us.
robotic. But do I sound robotic?
Yeah, you sound robotic to me, so
Do you sound robotic to yourself?
yes.
Okay,
Well,
then
I
it's
can't.
you.
No. I can't hear myself, so I don't know. Let's ask the people.
Come on, Chad, help us out real quick.
Come on, chat. Do your job. Do your job. Go to work.
I know it's a 10-second delay, but
Is it?
yeah, real time. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Let me see.
Chad, Do I sound robotic?
You sound robotic.
Chat, they over here like they just here.
Wait, they haven't responded. Maybe are we? Do you think we're actually live? Could that be? Could that be the issue? Because yeah, nothing's moving on the chat either, brother.
Well, we're live. I'm watching us live. We're live.
They don't want to be great.
Okay, it
You
says
want us-
Mike. Hold on. Mike, no. Ken, yes. Thank you, Tina. Good Lord.
Hold up, Sam. Do I sound robotic now?
Nope, you good. Perfect. Yeah. Finally. See, every live we got a hiccup. Every single live. We build it while we fly it. Perfect. Thank you,
I'm
Tina.
sorry, y'all.
Welcome in, Tina Mo for sure.
Tina Mo for show.
Happy
What's up with
vacation.
you?
Happy vacation.
Wait. She on vacay with us.
Yeah, I started to reach out to her, but I was like, I'm not gonna bother her because she's on vacation. How rude would that be? But thank you. Like she read my mind.
Let's get
That's
it.
what's up. That's what's up.
What up, May May? I
Mizzle.
see you.
No.
The air hugs.
right. Air hugs and flying elbows. No, just kidding.
What up, Coach? Coach is in the
Coach.
building. Let me see. 18.
18 was the first one in the building.
18.
Salute to 18. Oh, I'm sorry. BDB was, but she was the first live. My bad. We put some respect on that. We put some respect on BD's name. He was the first one. He came in before the live, but 18 was the first one to come in the live.
I have a confession. I am convinced that the B in BDB stands for butt naked. I swear to God, every time I see this boy, he ain't got no shirt on. I swear. I just don't think he got no shirts. That's probably what it is. He like, I don't need them shirts. I'm going shirtless right now.
Tina says she's incognito, but she still listens. I appreciate you.
Okay, well, tell somebody. Wherever you at, tell somebody. You at the bar, tell somebody. You at the church, tell somebody.
I know, right?
Spread the gospel. What's popping, man? We here on a Friday.
On a Friday. Yeah. We had to get it in because we got some bad weather coming. So I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
I don't know about that. I ain't been able to claim.
Oh, you ain't got no dust storms or no wind storms coming? Don't act like that now. You ain't in paradise.
What you mean? What
Oh,
says who?
shut up.
Says who? You sound like a hater over there.
A little
You
bit.
sound like a hater. We all
Just a
good
little
over here. It's
Uh-oh.
hot as hell, Vin. It's all good. Hey, shout out to my non-sponsor, Celsius. A little energy drink. No
Shout out
sugar.
to my non-sponsor, Aldi brand. Pure, what is that? Pure what? Pure Aqua Spring
Pure
Water.
Aqua.
Shout out to Aldi.
Wait. Shout out to Spring Water. Hey,
I don't even know if this spring water, bro. Tell the truth. I mean, it could be. Never mind. I ain't gonna go there.
don't do that. Toilet water. The toilet water is the same water come out your sink. If you
There you
got the
go.
sink, you drink
There you
toilet
go.
water.
Yeah.
Everybody make it seem like it's bad. It's probably cleaner.
That's terrible.
Just saying. That's,
All right, you guys.
it could be Flint toilet water.
I mic check. As you see on the screen. Let me get Tina down real quick. There it is. I am Mike Check of Mike Check Productions, and that's Productions with a Z. I am your favorite ballhead beat maker. Yes, I am your favorite ballhead beat maker. And on top of that, I'm also your favorite beat maker's favorite ballhead beat maker in the building.
Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up.
With my old man dance.
That's funny. That's funny. I guess I'm the other half of this debauchery.
Oh, yeah.
I am the most hated, never imitated, always duplicated.
That's a fact.
I am simply Ken, and the mantra is this: if I did it once, I shall do it again. Play my music.
Oops. My bad.
That's not the music.
My bad.
Stop.
My bad. Flag on the play.
You ever
Flag
been
on
at
the
the
play.
club? You ever been at the club and the DJ been in his groove? Then all of a sudden you play that techno.
My bad, bro. My bad. That was
man.
totally disrespectful. Hold on.
Play.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, man.
So what's up, man? Your people's from Chicago, right?
Oh God.
No, you from Chicago.
Yes, I am.
South side.
I am.
Yeah, my people's
South
from
side.
Chicago.
Wild Hunted, pride and joy, brother.
Oh, wow, Hunters. Oh.
Yeah, South side all day.
I know, but still, Hunters. The South Side covers a multitude of blocks, brother.
Yeah, it's hard to claim my people right now, bro. Howsoever, I do come from that. Proudly, I say it proudly. Sometimes
You come from the Hunters. I come from the 87th. 87th. So, yeah. So I heard from Black YouTube, from the YouTube streets. No, we gonna say that for them. We ain't finna jump out there like that. Nope. We ain't gonna do it. Nope. We ain't gonna do it.
I think I know where you're going with it.
We gonna push that on the back burner. What's up with this Walmart shooting?
Sorry, bro. I go to Tarjay. Just saying.
Well, if you don't get
Just saying, man. I don't like great values. I like mainstays.
You definitely go to Tarjay. Okay, so you already know. You already know.
It's safer.
Oh, don't do that, dog. See? Don't start.
What? I'm
Don't
just
start.
saying.
Don't start.
Statistics show that you're likely to get shot in the parking lot of Walmart 15 times more than you would in Tarjay. That's all I'm saying. Now, you might get solicited in Tarjay. You ever want to change your life?
Oh, you get that at Walmart.
If you
too.
died today, what would you? I'm just saying, bro.
Let me write that on my
Yeah.
list. Let me call the homeboys. Where you
Oh,
at?
you
No,
bet.
just
Don't
kidding.
do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna say pull up.
Let me get on the
Look,
back
I
phone
wouldn't-
real quick. Hold on.
Look, I wouldn't even talk about y'all because we have Mormon
I
territory.
know what
They
you're
be
talking
up
about.
with
I wasn't
them
talking
bikes and
about
them
me either.
helmets.
I wasn't talking about
Bikes
me
and them
either.
helmets. I be like, bro, why you got a helmet on everywhere? Safety first.
All right,
bro.
so anybody that's been under a rock for the last couple days or last 4 days, 3-4 days,
Meemaw.
there was a shooting that occurred in a Walmart parking lot.
We gotta say pew pew.
There was a pew that took place in a Walmart parking lot over a parking spot. But we just gonna check out the video because everything done played out. Some things changed. You know, first somebody was pew, then they actually lost their life. So let's get right to it. Let's share that screen and let's talk about it. We finna get off the screen. Hold on.
Look at my mama.
This morning, the ongoing investigation into a deadly confrontation in Florida, a parking space dispute turning deadly outside a Walmart. 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo shot and killed.
Female shot someone outside in the parking lot. Both subjects were fighting over a parking spot.
Authorities say the altercation started about 5 minutes earlier, with the two drivers fighting over a parking spot. DeGuglielmo then parked his car, partially blocking the spot, and walked into the store. Witnesses say the woman then managed to slip into the spot anyway. The woman is then seen getting out of her car, phone in one hand, gun in the other, yelling at DeGuglielmo, who appears to be yelling back. He's then seen walking toward her as she points the gun at him. She backs up several times, gun leveled. She retreats around a car. He follows. An eyewitness says the woman repeatedly warned him she'll shoot if he keeps coming at her. He appears to leave, but then quickly returns. And then she opens fire, shooting DeGuglielmo. Police then take the woman into custody. Officials say she claims she was acting in self-defense.
Now that woman is no longer in custody and the shooting is under current investigation. Prosecutors will have to decide what charges, if any at all, are warranted. Really, guys, it's just a question of is this self-defense or not?
Let the hypocrisy begin.
Don't do it, bro. Nope. Let's stay here. Let's stay here, bro. We're not doing analysis and comparisons and we're not doing that. We're gonna stay right here.
Okay, drive the bus now.
I'm not
What's
driving.
your
it.
take?
I don't
What's
have a
your
take. I'm just at a parking spot. A 62-year-old man. How old was she? How old is she?
I don't know. She's somebody's mama though.
I
Yeah,
always
that
teach.
pooper.
I always tell my kids, the two oldest ones. You're gonna notice. You're gonna realize in life that even grown-ups act like kids, because I know they're under the assumption that all right, when kids grow up to be adults, they act like adults, and they're coming to see with their own two eyes that ain't much difference. You know, age is just a number. And here we are in the Walmart parking lot, ready to risk it all for a parking spot. And that's on both sides. He paid the ultimate price. And you know.
So let me tell you what I saw. What resonated with me. This is something. So I know about them streets. And what's funny is this. Well, not funny, because I don't want to add humor to a serious situation. But I will give some.
Real quick. Anthony's Too Real in the building. She's also a Floridian, I believe. Didn't she say she was in Florida?
I forget.
Yes. Because you got family in Florida.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So yeah, she's from Florida. And she said she was under a rock. She didn't hear about it. So. Oh well.
Your memory better than mine. Did we say die lovely?
Lee. That's Lee.
Oh, okay. So what I was about to say. So my point, my thing is this. This is what I noticed just from being in them streets. I've seen fellas bluff with the banger. Right? I've seen them bluff all day.
All day.
Now let me say this. Let me talk to the world out there, to any little boys out there. My daughter's is 18 to 27. 18 to 27. If y'all see one of mine with a gun or pew pew,
no bluff.
They not playing. Ain't no bluffing. Ain't no bluffing. Listen, gun range, we there. They know.
Say gun range certified.
Yes. Bro, listen. And so all I'm gonna say is this. For me, from my experience, if a woman got one on her and it comes out, go the other way.
You should probably stand down. Yeah.
Stand down. Because I do think a man will use it as intimidation. And I think a female will use it to get you the F up off
of her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
So if
she already letting you know right now, I can't handle you physically.
Yeah.
If you bust a move.
Yeah.
I'm putting you in a casket. Facts.
And let me say this. If a woman's walking back and she has the unofficial equalizer.
Right.
You better stop. you don't want to. I was always told you don't want to back a squirrel into a corner.
Squirrel a bite. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Tina Moore, what she say? She said she could have just gotten in the car, and she did have the right to defend herself, to defend her stance. I believe the issue is just that he pursued a loaded weapon. He asked about it. He asked for it.
Yeah.
Justified. Okay. So, what's your take first, Mike? What's your take on Tina's response?
She could have just got okay. All right. So, my take or my thoughts on this is the first thing I thought about was the Trayvon Martin case, because there's a precedent, right? Everybody was up in arms when Zimmerman walked him down. When the police said, "Hey, chill out, fall back, we got this," and he proceeded to walk the man down. And then his life was in danger, air quotes, and he put him down, and he was justified. Now this woman right here, they squabbling over a parking spot. The 62-year-old deceased man, kind of blocked the parking spot and went in the store. Now at this point, she could have just either called the police or walked away or whatever. Who cares? She squeezed in the hole. And then there began I won't say physical altercation, but the face-to-face altercation, because he was pissed that she wedged her way in there anyway. So there's a lot of things that they could have did better, or he could have went, or she could have did this, or he could have did that. But when the altercation became physical, yes, he was trying to walk her down, and she did what she had to do. So I'm curious to know how this is going to play out in the courts, just because she could have done something better to avoid that whole situation. He could have done something better to avoid that situation. So how is that going to play out in court? Are we going to get the same verdict
You
as
asking me?
justified? As Tina Moore said, justified? Are we going to get that same verdict? Or are we going to get
So,
something different?
so let me interject how the legal system typically works, especially
In
right
Florida.
in Florida, right on the scene of the event, right? They took her into custody because she was the person who was trolling a weapon,
Right.
right? They took her to the custody.
She got out.
Yeah. So let me explain.
Mhm.
They took her into custody. They got a statement from her. They validated the statement with the audio and video from Walmart. If at that point, because it was a murder, because he passed. If at that point they didn't decide to file charges and released her, chances are they're not going to file charges, because what happened is, if it is a unalivement, right?
Oh, now you say unalignment. You said the M word 30 seconds ago. But I digress. Go ahead. You got it, brother. You got
But
it.
you just brought attention to it. They may have forgot it.
No,
But
no,
anyway.
no. They heard it.
Look, you two heard it. The YouTube the God. But
Right.
no, but yeah, if they were going to pursue criminal charges because you don't let Emmer unaliver out on the street like that, right? They would have charged her with it. Now she might get hit civilly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or Walmart may get hit for something. You know what I'm saying? All is gonna come from the family, because there was an incident, but she's out and she's walking around. So, and obviously the pew pew was registered, or it had to be legitimate, because that would have been something that we would have heard about.
Right.
And I'll say this: had it been anything insightful, the media would have been all over it. We would have heard, something. Her background would have came into play. Like, it would have been a whole bunch of stuff.
You know how they do.
Yeah. So that's my take from a legal standpoint. I'm about accountability, bro. My goal is, I don't care who you is. Just like I said with Carmelo, the goal
Is to
is
make it
to
home.
make it home. So today, I'm going to talk to my brothers. Fellas, know when you won already. You know what I'm saying? First off, you got the spot. Your ego was hurt when she came out and she squeezed into the whatever it was, because you tried to block it. You was big bad.
He got
that's
outsmarted. He got outsmarted by a woman, and he didn't like that. And
bro,
then he got dropped by a woman. So, well, he got to
Bro.
live with that. Wait, he got to. Never mind. Go ahead.
So, and this is the thing. I don't think I've ever had to walk down a woman to intimidate her. Right? Sometimes you get them that look. Sometimes you can puff up a little bit. Sometimes it's your voice. But when you find yourself having to walk down a woman, and not a woman that you have any ties or connection to,
You
that
walking down a
shows,
stranger. Yeah, that's.
bro, that shows lack of self-esteem. It shows he ain't winning at home. It shows he was lacking something in his life. Now,
Hold on. If you walking somebody down confidently, I think that you believe in your mind that whatever happens in this altercation, I'm all right. The last thing he thinking about is a pew pew jumping out.
Well, no, she had the pew pew out.
I'm saying when she got out the car, but when he was playing Marco Polo with the parking spot, he wasn't. He thought he was fully justified. Oh, this is a black chick. Oh, this a woman. I got this.
Well, let me say this. I don't want to put that part on him, right? Because
I did.
well, hold up, you're a driver, right? You've had words with other drivers, like that's all a thing swinging, right? Contest, right?
Okay, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, y'all.
Bro. Good, hey, man, that was a good job, bro.
That was a good job. Thank you.
Yeah, I like the way Yeah.
Yeah. So and if a man, we know what this we know where I'm going with this, and you can read between the lines. If a man has to validate the length of his swing to a woman, that's a problem within itself. Because
Yeah.
it comes to a point where, all right, bro, what are we doing? But the foolish part is when you come out the store, like you went in and fulfilled your purpose.
You won.
Look, you
Right.
got your Cheetos, whatever it was.
So, a meaty altercation. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
yeah. So now I'm gonna go a different route too, because I looked a little bit deeper into the story, right? The sad part is this: the gentleman that passed away, he had his daughter.
Mm.
He had been estranged from his daughter for like over 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? Um, and she was really, really hurt. So I'm going to say there's something else that was there that he didn't he 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 didn't seek help for. I think it's something psychological, bro.
Oh, so you gonna speak for him, but I can't. That what we doing here?
No, I didn't say you couldn't speak for him.
So you deducing based on the daughter? When I was deducing, hold on. We can't put that on him. We can't put that on him. Come on, bro.
I said I think.
That's a first.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care if you deduce, but when I deduce, it's a problem. I got to get that drop. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Then I got to put the
Yeah.
at the end of it. All right, go
So
ahead. I'm sorry.
Based on those context clues, I do think that from a manly's perspective, that probably was some things that he was dealing with, right? No man, I know this. I don't want to be estranged from my children. I don't want to be estranged from my wife. I don't want that distance. But I've been in situations where I've had words, and I can honestly go back and say, yeah, bro, I probably was in the wrong mind space, and there's some
Bro, have
things
you
that
ever
I
just
should
had a
have got help
bad
with.
day? Have you ever just had a bad day?
That
I
too.
know you want to add context and give it a
That
life,
too.
but sometimes you just have a bad day, and somebody, the devil be busy. That spirit just, you start off in a good mood, and then one person, she probably wasn't even the first person that pissed him off. It was
Yeah.
probably somebody else on the highway that did him dirty, and now he in a pissy mood, and now here
Yeah.
she come with round two, and it just went there, and now he
Let me say this. What up, Joe? What up, Joe?
Joe.
So let's put this on the other side of the coin, bro. TT, that's who she is. I'm gonna call it TT.
Mm.
Baby girl. So I'm gonna say this loosely. I'm speaking from experience. Um, shooting pew pewing a firearm, yeah, at a human. Just that act, it sits with you for a long time. I still probably up until probably like 3 or 4 years ago, I still was dealing with some of the things I've done in my past. So that's a tough thing.
Here you go.
Um,
Oh my God.
Boy, if you don't get
He know everybody. He related to everybody. He done sold crack like El Chapo, and now he done busting it. Come on, bro. Stop it, man. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go talking out loud again. My therapist said work on my inside voice. I am so sorry, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
his therapist should tell him not to talk to himself. But anyway. But no, for real, man, that sticks with you. Um, I don't think she should have got out the car. I think that you're protected. Um, I think that she wanted to show how long hers was.
I see what you're saying. Because if you really feared for your life,
Why you get
why
out
would you
and
get
go
out to
towards him?
fight or to shoot the
And
bear when you could have stayed in the car and
car,
shot
and they
out
had to-
the?
Yeah.
Well, hey.
So I'll tell you how I think it's gonna play out. Well, I mean, why she didn't get arrested is because it's an open carry state of not. I think it's open carry or
It is.
possession state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she was within her rights.
Mm-hmm.
She did not draw it to him, right? And what?
What you
No, she
mean?
didn't. Let me explain.
She got
You
out?
can't. No, she didn't brandish it. She did not brandish it. You cannot brandish a weapon in public. She held it
Oh my
down
God. Oh, okay, Ken. I'm listening.
until he made his way towards her. If he didn't take those steps towards her, she'd be sitting in there with Carmelo.
Why
They
you
be
got to do
selling.
that, bro?
They be because that's where he is.
He in
They be
South
sharing
Carolina.
commissary.
He in South Carolina. She in
They
Florida.
probably end up in the same spot. You know.
Oh, co-ed prison. All right.
I don't know. You know. I don't know what she identifies as. I know I know she identifies as a murderer.
Hmm.
But yeah, man. It's the reason why I say that is because as justified as she may have felt in the moment, the human part of you, there's an aftermath to that, man. Um, you know, I think one side of it, she can be hyped up, like, I wish an MF would. I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? She played that role, but the psychological part that when everything settles, when adrenaline goes down, that you unalive somebody in a situation where you shouldn't have. And the reason why is I think everybody has some type of self humility in them because she's probably been in a situation where she's walked up on somebody not expecting that, just was trying to intimidate them, right? Because it that could have went either way. Either way. What if when she got out the car and started kind of approaching him, he
He
just
pulled his. Yeah.
yeah. So it's
That's hold on. That's the part I'm afraid. Worried about living in that state, a stand your ground. It's
yeah,
like okay, he could have felt threatened. Like you
by
said, it
you
could have went
coming
either
at
way. He could have felt threatened by her
yeah,
jumping out. She didn't point the gun at him, but she jumped out and had the pistol at her side. He could have
yeah.
felt threatened and
And it would have been a whole did she pull it up? Did she like
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
that's too much, bro. That's too much. That's why you said just let it go, bro. Y'all got too much to lose,
Yeah.
and even if you don't, your life is too much to lose. So
And
yeah,
you
nah.
know, let me say this. Outside of that, let me tell you what's too much to lose. Time.
Yeah.
Time, bro. Time. That's the thing. Let me see what she said. We got Tina Mo said the smell, the sounds, the fall, everything about the encounter will be remembered. Whether she's free. Say it, Tina. Listen. Who's that?
My daughter, my oldest.
What's up?
What up, big head? Oh man, I shouldn't have did that. My bad. What's up? What's up, pretty?
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Pretty big head?
Um.
No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, Tina. Like we joke about it, and let me say this. I got to go back to accountability. We talk about it so freely, right? But then when you do something like think about the music, think about the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's talked about so freely. You do it, and you probably on one like yeah, MF, but you got to go to sleep once everything slows down, bro. You don't want to walk around with that on your conscience. That's
Mm-mm.
all I'm saying. 'Cause that's eternal. That's definitive. That's it. It's a lot, bro.
You know what's funny? Well, it's not really funny, but
You would say that,
I know we so reckless with words around here. It's pathetic. But you
man.
know what's so weird? Whether she's justified, I don't know. I'll probably lose you with this comment, but whether
Uh,
she's justified or not with the law, she still got to talk to her creator about that because the creator can read hearts and minds. So even though she's justified in the court of law and having a whole lot on her heart every time she closes her eyes and hear that pow and watch a
bro,
grown man drop,
bro.
it's crazy work.
So I'll say this: if any of you guys carry, be careful because you're gonna have to deal with that consequence if you ever decide to do that. Also, understand how to you can um I'm trying to think of how the best to say this because we're on YouTube.
Let me play.
You could new.
Let me hold on. Let me play this video again, and then you figure out how you want to say it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say this. You could neutralize a target without unaliving them. If you go for lower mass, typically the thigh, something like that, you'll put somebody down real quick. Especially she had at least a 9, so it
Oh yeah,
was
that was at least.
significant.
I think that was a 4.
Yeah.
All
It,
right,
it
let's check it out.
looked 40. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
40 at least. But go ahead, roll that video.
Mute up real quick.
This morning, the ongoing investigation into a deadly confrontation in Florida, a parking space dispute turning deadly outside a Walmart. 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo shot and killed.
Female shot someone outside in the parking lot. Both out there were fighting over a parking spot.
Authorities say the altercation started about 5 minutes earlier, with the two drivers fighting over a parking spot. DeGuglielmo then parked his car, partially blocking the spot, and walked into the store. Witnesses say the woman then managed to slip into the spot anyway. The woman is then seen getting out of her car, phone in one hand, gun in the other, yelling at DeGuglielmo, who appears to be yelling back. He's then seen walking toward her as she points the gun at him. She backs up several times, gun leveled. She retreats around a car. He follows. An eyewitness says the woman repeatedly warned him she'll shoot if he keeps coming at her. He appears to leave, but then quickly returns. And then she opens fire, shooting DeGuglielmo. Police then take the woman into custody. Officials say she claims she was acting in self-defense.
Now, that woman is no longer in custody, and the shooting is under current investigation. Prosecutors will have to decide what charges, if any at all, are warranted. Really, guys, it's just a question of, is this self-defense or not?
Now, he's saying, is this really self-defense or not? And you're saying, well, since she's released, then it's going to be self-defense. So obviously this is not over.
Well, no. The news is doing it just for the cliffhanger, just so they have another story to attach to that story. That's why they play like that. So let me ask a question. Let's speak about this as we talk about how it's reported. Let's talk about how this scenario has been handled. Let me tell you what I do appreciate about other ethnicities. I don't hear no rioting. I don't see Ben Crump standing next to nobody. I don't hear nobody saying it's unarmed white man got shot by a black woman. I don't see the hype around this, right? I think this was almost just as cut and dry as a lot of other scenarios we saw. Had it been the opposite way, it'd have been justice for Meemaw, justice for TT. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
White people not outside Walmart protesting.
Black people typically fight for civil rights of their own people, not for everybody else. So I can see why Ben Crump wouldn't be up there, caping for Gugliotta or whatever his name was. Excuse me if I said it wrong.
Let me say this: you haven't heard white people blaming us either. Let me tell you
Why you keep saying white people? It's the guy that was Pew Pew was not white. So
what was he?
Gugliotta, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, whatever ethnicity. Let me tell you what I did appreciate. When his daughter was interviewed, there was no blame. And I think the reason why there was no blame is because even if that was, I apologize, Lord rest his soul, that was my father, and I watched that, and I took that L. Now, I don't think he deserved to pass away in a Walmart parking lot, but she had the pew pew out. He walked away and then walked back around and bagged her up. That Pops, you gotta do better.
Jihan in the building. What up, boy? Hey.
So Lee, you made a good point. Lee made a good point. Dang, you beat me to it. Let me say this. I'm gonna correct you a little bit, Lee. Don't walk up to nobody, bro. Cause we don't know what nobody's been on. Like Mike said, we don't know what type of day a person has had. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, with or without a gun. Don't walk up on nobody.
Don't walk up on nobody. Nah, bro. Yeah. Cause she could have had them hands on her too. She could have had that Clarissa Shields and
I'm trying to tell you. Bah, bah, bah. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it could have been bang. Um, yeah, Mike. Have you ever found yourself in a heated road rage
Oh
session?
yes. Oh yes. I'm a truck driver. Yeah. Whew. Let me tell you something. I should have been unalive so many times within the last. Just saying.
The truth comes out.
I'm just putting myself in this deceased man's shoes or casket. Not too early. Okay. So this
Yeah, I
one
was just about to say that's.
this I know, right? This one fateful morning, I'm on
Everybody get your
the E-way.
diapers.
I'm on the E-way. I got my son in the back seat to take him off, to drop him off at my mom's house. And I'm headed to work. I'm headed to the truck. We head up the E-way, and it's this truck driver in front of me. He's in the middle lane. No, he's in the left lane. I'm like, okay, you're in the left. It's three lane highway or six
What
lanes.
is he, what are we doing here? You
Yeah,
policing him right now. You policing him right now.
But I'm being patient. I'm like, all right, he's okay. He's trying to pass this car. I'm a truck driver. All right, he's trying to pass the dude in the middle lane. He gonna get back over. He passes the guy in the middle lane. He hangs out there. He still hangs out in the left lane. I'm like,
You boiling right now.
now I'm like, bro, get. I was like, all right, bet. All right, stay out here. I'm gonna go around and go on. I'm headed to drop my son off. The moment, he stayed out there a good 15 minutes. I was patient. I wanted to give him a chance to get over. I didn't want to jump over before he could get over. I wanted to give him the dignity to get over before I jump, going around him. But he stayed out there in the left lane. After 15 seconds, I said, all right, bet. He's staying out here. All right, I'm gonna go around him. Brother, soon as I got over,
He jumped over.
he whipped that thing over. And there's construction coming up. The lane is about to end. Now he's sending me off the shoulder, off the road, on the shoulder, because he's hell bent on getting back over now. When I gave him 15 seconds to do it, a quarter mile back. And I got my son in the back seat, so of course, blackout.
Mm-hmm.
I blacked out. So I didn't crash or whatever. I kept my vehicle straight, hawked him down, got in front of him. Now I'm on some I can't think of the dude's name, but I'm on I'm on demon time. I get in front of him. This is like 3 a.m. I get in front of him, stomp the brakes. Could have killed my son, right? He could have easily been like, oh shoot, my brakes failed, and then wham, right? Well, I didn't stomp on the brakes. I slowed him down slowly. Got him down to a stop. Hopped out the truck. I'm on demon time now. Walked up to the truck, said some choice words. I had a coffee in my hand. Whap! Right against the window.
God.
Now my man he could have blacked out, right? He could have blacked out up that thing and left me leaking and stinking on the highway. And probably would have been justified.
I was just about to say that.
Because all he got to say was, man, I'm just minding my business on the highway. This goofy jumped in front of me, slowed me down to a stop, jumped out, cursed me out, and threw his coffee at me. So I felt threatened. But it didn't go that way. He could have got me before I got him, and hey, and then you would have been doing a live with me on the screen, like, hey, he shouldn't have.
Let me say this. I gotta tell the world our stories, and I was the ringleader. Bro, how many times have we chased people through cities on some road rage?
On the south side. From Hammond to the south side, yeah.
Hold on. Not just then. Remember we was in
I know.
It was somebody else another time in Hammond.
I know, but that situation we could have pulled up on a house full of, we didn't know what house we was pulling up on.
Didn't care.
Bro, we should have been unalive so many times.
I would be a hypocrite. Because I understand, but now that we're older, I gotta be honest. You can't be doing that.
I know. Yeah, that was over 10 years ago. So that was, my son's 17 now. That was at least 10 years ago.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Do you feel like? I feel like we got wishing the wood all up in us still, right? It's still all up in us. Pause. But I feel like in those moments, I think something about us has an instinct that we kind of know when we're at an advantage and know when we're not at a disadvantage. Because I think some of that has gotten us out of those situations because we've never been in those situations with the wrong people.
There you go. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
For
I'm
somebody
saying?
who don't give a bleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Because like for every one of them situations, we've had them situations where we like, are you good, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you one of my situations. Now I'm a road rager. Well, I used to be a road rager. This is
Yeah,
so
I'm about
crazy.
to say, tell the truth, shame the
Yeah,
devil. Go ahead.
yeah. Used to be a road rager. So I had been sarcastically but consciously turning over a new leaf, right? So when somebody do something stupid, instead of me going at them, right? Because my wife will tell you, I get up next to him and let him know what's popping. But
Oh no, you one of them.
hold up,
Mm-mm.
hold up, hold up.
You
And
one of
well,
you'll get bullets in your car door. You one of them.
hold on.
Go ahead.
I carry all the time.
It don't matter. You pulling up,
But you're right.
doing all of this.
You hold
My
on.
man sitting there driving, got his thing right there, like.
So bro, hold on. So let me tell you. I turned over my new leaf, right? So now I don't care what the situation is. I apologize to people, right? And it's a little sarcastic to me, but it keeps my blood pressure down, and it always takes them out of the
Out.
defensive, and
Yes.
then and
De-escalate.
they'll all right. And I say, hey, I just wanted to, and they be cussing out, and they'll turn their face and give me the finger. You know how they don't look
Yeah,
at you, just
they
give you the
still want
finger.
to get to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Bro,
Pause. Wow, it's crazy. Go
this
ahead.
one time, bro, I was solo, right? And I was like, I'm gonna be sarcastic. And dude was whipping. He was in a CTS, I'll never forget it, right? And I'm like, you know what? I got this. This is my time to be, because I was on 10 behind him, but I wanted to get up to him and I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna be cool. Cool, right? I'm gonna be cool, right? I pull up to him, right? And I'm like, man, I apologize. I apologize. He said, what? I said, my bad, bro. I apologize. He said, man, I appreciate that. I was about to kill him up. I was like, bro, look,
Oh man.
he said, I ain't even from around here. I was about to, I said, I got you,
Oh,
bro. You good, man.
say less.
Bro. So listen, and that was one of the times
Hmm.
that I wasn't carrying. And even if you are, you don't want to be in no,
You
like, cause
definitely don't want to
in a
be
car,
slumped. You definitely don't want to
yeah.
be slumped carrying. That's crazy. Oof.
Well, not that. I don't want to be in a situation where we're in cars either, right? Because I have no control over the trajectory. I can't just throw in the reverse. I got, it's too much to happen. But
Right.
I made sure I got up to him, and I was sarcastically, right? I was sarcastically de-escalating by apologizing, right?
Your
And
sarcasm saved your life.
bro,
God, dog.
bro, because he wasn't from here, and I noticed his place was from out of state too. He wasn't
Hmm.
from here, and he said, bro, man, I'm sure you good. And he pulled his thing. I said, man, I was about to. And I'm like, I got you, bro. I get it, bro. It's cool. He said, yeah, I know, man. Man, these motherfuckers out here can't drive. And I was like, yeah, I get it. You was trying to get over, was you? And I played it so cool, right? And it took me about 10 minutes down the line. I was like, dang, that was right. And let me give credit. She's watching. My mom. Before that, I was on the phone with my mom one time and I had some road rage, and she's still back at home. And she told me, she said, just kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
You don't
Yes.
have to. You don't
Yes.
have to. You don't have to. And I did that, and I used it sarcastically, and that probably did save my face.
Yeah. 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 Kindness always disarms a person. Yeah, they're gonna try to keep going, but once you just keep with the kindness, then they be like, "Dang, now I look stupid. Let me bring it down."
Yeah.
So
You
yeah.
see, Tina Mo said, "Man and a black." What'd she say?
Oh my
What is
bad.
that? Man and a black woman argues over a parking space at Walmart. Man, is she explaining to somebody what
Yeah,
happened?
she explained it to G Honda.
Okay, okay. What up, Jihan? You get it? You shut up?
Yeah, I shot him out. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. I think the moral of that story is make it home. But then if you do make it home, you don't want to make it home with blood on your hands. Like when you think about it, at the end of the day, both of y'all started this day by trying to go get some toilet paper
or whatever.
and
Yeah,
some Cheetos.
yeah.
Like you don't want to think you came home from getting your toilet paper. Your hubby like, baby, it's been 6 hours. How long?
Ain't it, babe? What happened?
She's like,
I
yeah, I
just got
shot the
out.
man. You shot somebody over a parking spot. They just let me out.
That's not
But
funny. I'm
that's
not laughing at the
crazy.
situation at all. But that's
That's
crazy.
crazy work.
Yeah, yeah.
And guess what? Somebody's like, well, damn, I didn't get my Cheetos. Let me see where my husband is.
Mm.
Ain't
No,
ain't
that's
coming
real.
back with
That's
the
real.
Cheetos.
That's real. That's real.
I don't think, and that's another thing too, y'all. I think the news is gonna show us highlights. Bro, I used to tell my kids this when I was coaching. I said, bro, y'all gotta stop watching highlights. Y'all need to understand there's so much more to the game, right? So many more elements to the game. And I think that the news shows the highlights, but I think we forget the game of life is being played on both sides. You know what I mean? Like today, right now, whoever is laying up about to celebrate for 4th of July with their person, he ain't there.
Or he ain't gonna be there.
Look, and hold on. On the other side of that, somebody coming to the barbecue, but ain't nobody arguing with TT over the Spades game today.
Right.
You got it, TT. Look, I ain't the killer, but no. Yep, you right, TT. Look, hold on. That was my wife. Yeah.
No, that's real though. That's real though.
So let me ask you a question, bro. Let's say that was Miss Mike Check, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was her. How would you handle your spouse going to that level? And like, I mean, I don't think are we together on this? Are we justifying that? You and I, regardless what the court law say, are we justifying that by any means?
Okay, you're
So
asking me. Hold on. You're asking me if everything played out exactly the way it played out, because there's a lot of things that wouldn't have. This wouldn't even have been a.
let's just say it
But
was.
let's just say it was.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine. I'd have some questions, just like I got questions now. Like, yo, why would you? What we doing here? Like, yo, that's last resort, not big joke in the back pocket. So let me act the fool. So, I mean, there'd be some questions, but hey, I mean, both of them did things they shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, the last victim was her. You know what I'm saying? The last one that was at risk was her, and she made it home. So,
bro, okay. I don't know how. See, this is the bad thing. I'm all for accountability, right?
Are you?
And look, I'll be trying to correct. But it's kind of hard to correct the person that just unalive somebody over a parking spot. Like, like that conversation with her be like, hey, well, I guess you did that, man. So,
anything? Is anything on your mind?
Like, what? Look, you want pork or beef ribs? Because I'm not finna get. I don't know what's. Listen, I'll start thinking about like, damn, I know I triggered her more than that. And wait, let me. You know what I'm saying? That change, bro. Listen.
Let's give up on the thoughts. Let's get to the main topic, because we don't want folks jumping about it here. They waiting on the fireworks. Okay, yeah. They waiting on the 4th of July. Yeah, they waiting on the coon. They waiting on the. See, I got my C hat on. They waiting on the coons to jump out, or they think the coons gonna jump out.
Oh my goodness, the coonery.
Yeah, they wait. They want the coonery. If I feel threatened, I would not shoot to kill. I would shoot to stop. And that's the thing. No. Where did she shoot him at? She could have shoot whatever. She could have to stop, and he still could have.
Oh, hold on, no, bro. There is only one purpose for a firearm. A
Right.
firearm is not to redirect. A firearm is not to intimidate. The only purpose for a firearm is to unalive. That's exactly what it's. Yeah, to put down.
Yeah.
So be careful when you say that, May. I tell my wife all the time. I was like, I can't. Like, if you're not able to use this, I don't want you in a situation where you have it, because
you could pop somebody in the arm and they can bleed out and it's over. So
Yeah.
It is what it is. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
Next topic. Let's get to it.
My people.
South Side, stand up. South Side Chicago, stand up.
You gotta put it on my side.
That's where it happened.
All over the South Side.
So yeah, if you guys are under a rock like I was, Juneteenth. This was last Friday? Juneteenth was last Friday, or ish, because today
I
is
think so. Yeah.
Anyway, there was a Juneteenth get together. I don't know if it was a formal get together or just some folks, a block party, informal, where everybody just met up and celebrated. But needless to say, there was some action that happened around 11 o'clock that turned nasty. And they termed it a mass shooting, which it was. A person pulled up in a red vehicle, I forget the exact vehicle, and started shooting into a crowd, wounding a bunch of people. I think somebody lost their life. I don't know, but
yeah, 9 people over that weekend.
Over that weekend.
40 shot, 40 people.
Yeah, so let's play the video, and we're gonna give our thoughts on the Juneteenth mass shooting, is what they're calling it. So go ahead and mute up.
Gotcha.
You can go ahead and stay muted because I don't want it to echo. But this right here is showing 95th and Princeton is where the incident happened. This is 95th and Princeton. Just to give you guys an idea of the area. This wasn't at I don't know if it was at a park or just on a block. The video surveillance showed that it was in front of a house.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. That's right across the street from the park.
Yep.
That's the park area over there.
So that's that. And the video about to start now, so let's get off the screen.
This was supposed to be a joyous time. Neighbors say many people had gathered to celebrate Juneteenth when things took a violent turn. Surveillance video capturing what appears to be a barrage of gunfire. Shortly after, you see people running for cover. Chicago police were called to 95th and Princeton after a mass shooting around 11 Friday night in the city's Princeton Park neighborhood. At least 13 people were injured.
244 West 95th Street. I need crowd control.
Chicago police say a red SUV pulled up to a large crowd. Investigators say 2 suspects began shooting from inside the car before taking off.
There's approximately 25 shell casings, both rifle and pistol rounds, from 243 West 95th all the way to the end of the block on Princeton.
The victims' ages range from 17 to 47 years old and were taken to different hospitals. A 26-year-old man was last listed in critical condition. The majority of the victims are expected to recover from their injuries.
All of a sudden, you hear this loud ba 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 ba. I can hear the rapid fire gunfire. And I said, oh no, can't be. And next thing I know, you hear the sirens.
Michael Blount was home at the time of the shooting. He says he's disappointed it happened at a time when people were looking to celebrate the holiday.
It was a shame that it happened on Juneteenth. That's what's supposed to be about, celebration, not what just happened. That was just purely wrong.
A motive for the shooting is unclear. Police have not made any arrests. Alderman Anthony Beal, who represents the 9th Ward, saying in part, in a matter of seconds, an ordinary summer night was shattered by gunfire. No one should have to wonder if they or someone they love will make it home safely. Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson was asked about the mass shooting and what measures police are taking.
Know that my administration is working overtime, not only to hold people accountable to remove illegal guns off the streets of the city of Chicago.
Area 2 detectives are investigating. Police are asking the public to come forward with any information.
This past Juneteenth weekend, nearly 40 people were shot in Chicago. 7 people died. What should have been a celebration of freedom turned into a horrific reminder that we are not free from gun violence. President Trump responded on Truth Social by claiming he can make Chicago a safe city in 1 month. Mr. President, you do have the power to make Chicago safer. Release the funding that you froze to provide support for community violence intervention organizations. You stole $16 million that should have gone to CVI organizations in Chicago. Those closer to the problem are closest to the solution. Give those funds back to our city. You can also reopen the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. You can tell the ATF to overturn their 30 new rules that make it easier to traffic illegal guns and harder for law enforcement to investigate gun crimes. I know that the president will not put forward any of these real solutions to gun violence because, frankly, he really doesn't care. Instead, he once again threatened the deployment of the National Guard to Chicago. The National Guard will not make our city safer, but it will cost taxpayers millions and millions and millions of dollars like it's doing in D.C. Let's be truthful about the real reason why President Trump wants to deploy the National Guard. It's not to reduce crime. It's to instill fear and abuse his power. It's to reinforce ICE agents who have terrorized our city and targeted people based on the color of their skin.
So, they was acting a fool on Juneteenth. Not they, but a couple of knuckleheads felt it was necessary to exact justice during a so-called celebration. And I hope the community, that community in that area, protects their community. You know, because Black Lives Matter, right. I hope they actually get boots on the ground, knock on doors like J-Dubs, and get the footage from Ring cams, Nest cams, and any cam that you may have, because no matter how much money you got, everybody got a camera nowadays. So I hope this community comes together and gets a hold of their community, because like you say in previous videos, and like we always say, it takes a village. All right, let's get it, village. Don't leave it up to the police to beg for y'all to help. Get out there and find these SOBs that ruined your guys' quote unquote holiday, right?
Mike, what do you say? And the reason why it's
I want to see some action. I want to see some action. I don't want to see no yelling. I don't want to see Ben Crump, which we're not going to see him anyway.
Yeah, because that's on us.
I want to see some action because they don't even know who did it. They're asking for the community to help. All right, community, you're up. Let's go.
See, let me say this. This is what hurts, bro. We know where we come from. We know what it is, bro. Let me okay. So we didn't live in the worst, but we surely didn't live in the safest. Right?
Right. We live in proximity to the worst. We didn't live in the worst.
Yeah. But we know what goes on in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that was there knows who did that.
By now, yeah.
They knew what was going on.
Absolutely.
But we have this established laws No stitches. I mean, no snitches. Snitches get stitches. I don't understand how that is like a true pillar of this community. Like everybody knows, and it started like watch this, bro. This goes back to adolescence. What's one thing that you remember telling your kids not to be? Don't be no tattletale.
You talking in
Well,
general? You talking in
in
general,
general,
right?
in
Okay,
general.
okay.
I was told that. My sister was told that. You know, that's how we grew up, right? And I think that's something that's prevalent in our culture. And I think what happens is that goes from stop being the tattletale. You always telling you like
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
yeah.
I got
And
you.
and we've watched some things go wrong, and we have a loyalty to the culture.
Hey, hold on. That is so true. That when we did the interview with Tina Moe, and she got violated. That happens so much in our community, in our community of families. I know it happens in other races and communities. Who cares? We're talking about ours right now. And mom's the word. They find a way to sweep it under the rug, or don't talk about it, or it really didn't happen. Oh yeah. So we got that deep within our culture. That shh.
Yeah, bro. That problem has to start earlier, because I like you say you want to see the community do something that think about our age, right? The people that are doing it are probably a generation and a half behind us, right? I don't think it's our oldest kids' age, maybe going into that next gen, like, and the people who are in that community that are prevalent in that community are probably our oldest children's age, right?
Mm-hmm.
That generation, and nobody's saying nothing, bro. Nobody's saying nothing. The
Well, guess
morals and
what?
values aren't there.
Well, guess what? I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you when it's race related. I don't want to hear it. If you got the vocal cords and the energy to jump up and clap for civil rights, and I respect that. I need to respect the fact that you care about your community, because that's where it starts. That's where it starts with family, and families make communities.
But okay, yes. Let's keep it a bean though, bro. It's only the community when it's convenient. When we're a victim. Ain't no listen, nobody's talking about the community right now.
As far as what?
Just in general.
I know. Just give me one example. As far as what? When you say nobody, you talking about certain people, because we talk about the community all the time. So what in specific? Just one example. Something positive and not negative, not victim based. Just so I can track the conversation. I'm not trying to pin you against the wall. Pause. I'm just trying to follow the conversation.
Okay, maybe so my thing is this. You're asking the community to stand up.
The same way you would stand up and yes. I'm not asking you to do nothing foreign. Yes.
The community is not going to stand up in that way because we're victims against each other. Once we're victim to another race, then the image of the community stands up. There's outrage. There's all this extra.
Ain't that somehow we fear ourselves, but then we don't understand why white people fear us? We fear the heck out of ourselves. To the point where we won't speak up. We'll shh.
He said it, I didn't, y'all.
That's what
he said it, I didn't.
That's what ticks me off.
He said it, I didn't.
We can jump up, talk smack, and look the white man in the eye and say, "You better get no justice, no peace." But we're more scared of ourselves. We're more scared of our own communities. To stand in a person's face and say, "Hey, get off the block, get off my block. This our street." I don't know, bro.
So let's be real. Let's be honest, all right? Who are we expecting to stand up? Like
this sounds like hold on. This sounds like a man issue. because the leaders of the community should be the men, competent men.
Okay, so let's talk about that. In these communities, um, bro, and this is honest. I don't know any, because those are projects. You know that, right?
I know. I was. Yes, I know that
Let,
street very intimately. Yes, yes.
so I'm gonna ask this question. No man owns a house in the projects.
No. Which is, it traces back to the root, right? We can't start there. We got to start back to the family. Everything starts in the family. Yeah. But we don't want families today. We feel like we could do it by ourselves. We can have babies and just live independently. And okay, all right, we'll see how that work out.
Let me say what's crazy. I don't know why we're not as out. We should be more outraged that it's us doing that on our day
Right.
than we should be about Mr. Child and the gas station situation.
That's why I thought this would get more pub, because like, yo, y'all disrespecting this sacred day, which that's arguable because black people in general is split. There's black people that don't acknowledge that day because they, because of the origin, and then there's black people that hold that day near and dear to their heart. So to those people that hold it near and dear to your heart, you're right. This should be a huge slap in the face. This should be front page news. This should be shouted from the mountaintops and shouted down. This foolishness needs to be shouted down. That whoever did this needs to be made an example of.
Yeah, bro. You know, I don't think, like, so unfortunately what you're asking, what you want to happen, that's never gonna happen, bro. Because that's a
Never?
female. Nah, bro. It- I never want to say this publicly, bro, but it's almost to the point that there's a portion of this generation. With this generation, it's almost like you just gotta give up on them and let them die out, bro. Because if you talk to the child, there's no reinforcement. There's nobody else
Right.
that's
Right.
speaking along those
That
lines.
language. Yeah. As soon as they leave you, they back to the debauchery. Yeah.
Yeah, no, bro. I have an ex-wife that teaches in the inner city. My grandmother taught in the inner city. And what happens is, when you try to correct the child, it used to be, I'm gonna call you a parent. The parent
Mhm.
comes in, and the parent is more ignorant than the child, acting ignorant at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening in school.
And these are black teachers, black educators trying to correct black children. This is not white educators that we're talking about. They don't take correction from anybody.
Nobody, bro. But that's because they aren't corrected.
Right. That foundation isn't in the home. So yeah.
So my issue is that the community that we're asking to stand up and rally and do this, it's Juneteenth. It's a week later. The things that have been happening in those communities that have led up to this are normalized. They allow these young men to roam the streets and do as they please and operate out of emotion. There aren't any men that have stepped up, because now the men that should have stepped up, they're in their 30s, but they've been ratchet. All that, like, so there's nothing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, bro, let's okay. Let's go. How old is Lil Durk and King Von? How old would King Von would have been?
King Von was like around Pox, like 25, 26 ish now, 27 maybe now. I don't know. I'm disappointed in the men. I'm sorry, because we're two men just ticked off about the situation, but I don't see enough men ticked off about it over there.
Bro.
And I know that I know every man in the city is not a goofy, is not a deadbeat. I know that. There's no such thing as all and absolute.
So let's throw this out there. Let's say the people that are doing this ignorant stuff, like, I think our ignorant age is from like 16 to like 25, 26, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that's the ignorant age of black males. The intelligent ones, the OGs, the ones that have seen that, probably take 5 to 6 years to settle down. So in the early to mid 30s, they got some wisdom, right? And they're supposed to be passing that wisdom on to those young heads. Dirk is 33. Chief Keef is like 35. And I'm not, again, this is not me castigating those individuals specifically, but I'm trying to say that's the images of the leaders. These are the people that
Right.
they were trying to emulate. And it's where are we going to get the wisdom? Where's the wisdom coming from? Because if you ask me, I don't think the 33 to 35-year-olds, I don't think they respect the 50, 55. Like, bro, they don't respect us, and we ain't even just, we old enough to be unk to them.
Right.
But they unk. We OG.
No, OG is older, but I get your point.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, there's and again, the voices of that community should be individuals in the early to mid 30s, should be the voice and the direction of that community. And that direction should have came from the tutelage of the ones that are in the early to late 40s. I mean, 40s to 50s, right? But that part of the community isn't there because a lot were in jail. And those men aren't there. And now all you have is generations of women. And there's no rules. There's no laws. Bro, do you know that Chicago don't even gang bang no more? They just street bang, or
I'm finna
today
say they
we ain't
street
mess
bang.
with
They
them,
set trip. Yeah,
or we
buddy.
ain't
Oh yeah.
block bang. Like what? What are we doing? Ain't even about getting no money no more. So there's no order, and you can't bro. It's like, and you apologize. I ain't using the Bible reference, but it's like you talking to a demon, bro. How do you talk to somebody that doesn't have feeling, that doesn't have emotion, that doesn't have there's no foundation. It's hard, bro.
So what do you say? Bring in a National Guard,
Bring them
like
in, bro.
Trump said.
Bro, listen, bring them in
Bring them in, and then what? What does that do?
and just watch, bro. Bro, what do you think?
I'm asking. No, do you think they're redeemable?
No,
Mm.
I'm talking about sweep them up. Like, how do you where do you okay? And so I don't want to speak definitively. Very few, but we're talking about the vast majority. Let's keep it a being. This is so common, it's not even national news anymore. That was a literal mass
Yeah.
shooting, but it's
And
not even
none of the
national.
chat heard. Nobody heard.
Nobody.
Of it.
Nobody.
Oh, well, they so
Nobody.
used to seeing 50 people shot on the weekend. 50 people. Yeah, it's just like, okay. Another busy Friday. Another busy weekend in Chicago.
Yeah, bro.
I think I don't know about the National Guard per se.
Then who do you send in to try to stop individuals that have never been trained with artillery, have artillery, don't have any feelings or emotions, are lawless, unorganized, right? Amongst a community that has its own structure, that kind of has accepted the behavior, and it's like anybody, I keep it a being. Anybody who lives in those areas, they've learned how to navigate within those areas.
Of course. Yeah.
So you can't you have to send something in to dominate all of that. That's why the police can't control it.
Okay. Let's talk about it. Why the police can't control it?
The police can't control it is because it's not isolated anymore. The reason.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's not isolated. You saying? What are you saying? Chicago is huge. It's over 3 million people. There's only a small segment of
no.
communities.
It's a lot of pockets. It's a lot of pockets. So okay. So let me explain something to you. Chicago, the black violence, or yes, the black violence in Chicago came from the origination of street gangs. The reason why there was a little bit more control in the 80s and the 90s is because the street gangs were organizations first. So you can infiltrate an organization. The organization moved with some principles and some guidelines. There were areas, there were turf, there was a process. They were legit organizations, right? So you can get a hold on that, right?
Infiltrate how? What does that look like?
You, bro, like if you
I know what the
if
word means, but what does that look like when you're infiltrating an organized gang?
if you pay attention enough, you figure out what colors, you figure out group affiliations, you figure out okay what will and won't happen. There's a code. There was an unknown code when you were in Chicago that if you were there, you understood what was what. Like I was from out south. Don't want to go out west unless I'm out there with my family.
You
Don't
still
like,
don't. Yeah, those.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
no,
still do.
they don't care no more like that no more. Not like it used to be. Bro? If you're not, bro, there's no rules. So
Bro, I
that's
know.
that's my
I
point.
know they don't only segregate far sides of the town because, like you said, streets. We ain't from 63rd. Like I get it. It's block
Yeah.
to block. Where you got to get your head on the swivel, block to block. But I'm saying there is still organization. It's just fragmented out. It's harder to like you said to contain, but it's still organization.
I don't think it's organization, bro. I think it's very disorganized, and that's something that I got some people that still, you know, still frequent those areas, bro. And this is not what it used to be. So I can understand how it's. I'm not saying law enforcement is not don't have some form of intelligence, but it's you don't know who would be doing what, because, bro, when I was in Chicago, certain people couldn't start certain things like without approval. You couldn't just go and be a
Oh yeah,
fool.
renegade. Yeah, you just can't just yeah.
Yeah, there was
Hmm.
some consequences within the set. So what I'm saying is, where there's no organization, you have to have a complete. Yeah, bro, you have to come in and instill fear. You have to control every movement, bro. And I'm talking about it has to be like a wave.
No, there's still organization, bro. It's just more organizations.
I don't. I mean, I'm talking about. I don't believe they're nowhere near as organized as when Willie. Well, I'm gonna shut up. I'm like, well, I'm gonna leave it alone. When
I know
Vice
what you're saying.
Lords,
I know what
when
you're saying.
Jeff
Yeah.
Ford, Larry Hoover,
Boy, what say Willie Lynch?
Willie Lord. No, I mean
I thought you was
these.
about to say Willie Lynch. I'm finna say what? Oh, shoot my
So
soundboard. Hold on. Somebody hijacked my soundboard. All right, we back.
yeah. So yeah, all I'm saying is that yeah, bro, it's different. It's
All right.
different.
All right. So we get the what you call up in there? Martial law. What so what? Just get to shooting everybody or what we doing? Locking everybody up? What we doing?
Bro.
Just
So
posting
so
up?
so if
What does that look
martial
like?
law, if martial law happens and you see the military and militia, the way people move is gonna change. And let me say this. It's only necessary to send somebody in to control your neighborhood when you can't control your neighborhood.
That's a fact. We talked about that, yeah. How disappointed I am. Like,
And what I'm gonna be pissed at is if they do send the National Guard, if we get mad and start protesting like they was doing
thank you.
ICE, and
Yeah.
you mad, why are y'all in
It's
our neighborhoods?
amazing. It's amazing what we can put our energy into.
So
It's amazing.
the second I hear somebody say why, I'm gonna be like, you just had 3 mass shootings. What are we talking about? What do you mean why? Because you know Pookie shot Lil Man and you ain't say nothing.
Right. So since you didn't handle it, we'll handle it.
Yeah, bro. I- Bro, pick them up, send them on an island somewhere, bro. It's so sad though, man. Because I don't have a definitive answer. And there used to be answers. It's not, bro, you can't even put community programs. Like, it ain't nothing.
That's what I'm just okay with this situation. Juneteenth, they was just chilling.
Yeah, bro.
You can't even congregate, bro, and celebrate because somebody got beef with so and so, and he pull up and like, we got him.
Yes. What I'm saying is, even let's watch this because people try to say they need some more community organization, more community programs, more this, the more that, right? Bro, on the
Sound good.
sacred day of your people can't peacefully get along
with your
with each other
people.
on at that time. So if there's a after school program here, there's just more targets where people are gathering.
Right.
Like it's
Right.
just like easy to pick them up. They ain't in the house.
Right.
Get some
Drop
stuff
that
for these
low.
kids to do.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Like it go back to this too. Know where your kids are.
Mm-hmm.
Like
which starts at home, but I don't know how we get families to start caring again. That's where I want to start within those four walls. How do you
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because there are no families, bro. Go back to that. There are no families. These ain't families.
But where do we start? How do we start having families? We know we can't save what's already out there, or very few of what's already out there.
So this is what you do. You start over somewhere else. You let them be who they're gonna be. You take the kids that are in Naperville, Schaumburg, and you say, hey, you see that? This is why I tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You can't do nothing with that. Because that will never hear you anymore, bro. There are 3 generations that have been pretty much pointless. There are no values. There's like, bro, there is like nothing to work with. I don't know what, like, bro, watch this. Jesse Jackson is 5 generations. He's passed, so I apologize.
Yeah.
Al Sharpton is 5 generations away. Like, ain't nobody listens. Like, Barack can't go talk to these cats.
Dr. Umar might catch one.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Where are the leaders in Chicago going out on this because they know you can't?
They got some leaders. They got some. I can't think of buddy name, but they do have a couple of.
Ain't that crazy? You can't think of their name.
I see his face. I just can't pull his name.
So I'm gonna say this. Watch this. Let's keep it a buck. As much as there's violence on every corner in Chicago in those hoods, what else is on every corner in those hoods?
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
What?
You talking about churches or liquor stores?
Churches.
I knew he was going.
Churches. The purpose of the church was to serve the community. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's walk on faith. Where the march is at? Where the march is on faith? Where are the pastors that are walking through that are making noise? That are like, that's all I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
put it on the line.
Okay.
Where the sacrifices at?
Those are the male leaders of the community.
Gotta be.
Church.
Yeah, gotta be. Ain't no females running churches, right? Ain't no females running churches, right? This where the order is. This where the order is. This where we're getting the money.
What about the mosques? So I see you trying to make
Salam
this a Christian thing.
Salam alaikum. Hey.
I'm just saying. It's one right on. It's right around the corner, ain't it?
Hold on. I'm not knocking it.
I'm just saying.
Hey, if you can sell me a bean pie and a final call, I need you to right. Yeah.
Right on Stone. All the time.
Right on Stone. I used to bro. Listen, I was some illiterate cat. But anyway, if you can do that, I need you to be out there when we Juneteenth in it.
Yeah.
We need somebody referee. Somebody, bro, start a coalition. Organize. If you organize. Everybody get their gun rights or whatever they need. If you need to walk around with artillery to make sure that people know that we safe, that you safe, and we need to stand outside the park so the little kids can play, and we need to be armed because we need to let them know. Somebody need. Where are we? Where's our National Guard? Where's our National Guard?
When they had their Juneteenth, whatever that was, block party celebration, like I said, I don't know if that was formal or informal, but they should have had, like you said, either informal armed guards or notified the police to protect your community. Y'all getting ready to celebrate. Hey, can we get some protection? Can we get some security? Instead of just throwing something and then something happen.
Let me tie this into something else too, bro. This is what ticks me off. Because this conversation, which is reality that we're talking about, never comes up when we talk about our cities are getting gentrified. White flight, redlining. What do you mean? Who the hell want to live next door to this? Who?
No argument here.
Watch this. This is about to even take it worse. I want people to look through the lens to see how we're really being looked at. We could talk about Juneteenth. We blame it on somebody. We blame everything on somebody else. Our celebrities, because it ain't got nothing to do with money no more. Remember? We ain't nothing to do, ain't nobody got. Bro, did you see what was it? Was it Pooh Shiesty
Yeah. What
and
about
Gucci Mane?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That even us with the bag.
It's the mentality.
With the bag, bro, you arm rock. What are we like? Like, come on, bro. What are we? Look, they weren't in the hood. They both multi M's. We can't even settle that dispute. Even with wealth, we have a problem, bro. Lee, I hear you. You saying that's a small minority of the culture, definitely not the majority. Me and Mike had this conversation, bro. We broke it down.
Yeah, the minority is loud though. So if two things could be true, Lee. It's okay if it's the minority of the community. We understand that, but when the minority of the community is shaping the reputation or the outlook on the majority, then we need to stamp that out. Is the thing.
And
it's one thing to have a minority be making small noise over there, but when they're shaping the thoughts, the ideas of a whole sector of people, that's a problem. You got to cut that cancer out.
Yes.
Because that cancer will grow.
And let's talk about the actions, Lee. I want you to really hear this, right? In order for what you're saying to be true, that means we should over-report when we doing what the hell we supposed to do. It should be on the news that Lee went to work today. Look, Tyrone and Brenda had a baby. They staying together.
Man. I wouldn't mind that. Let's celebrate something that's positive for a change.
But hold on. We calling it positive. That's just rational human behavior.
It's still positive, but that's still, whether it's common sense or not, it's positive.
I get it. I get it. But my question is,
got to start somewhere.
Okay, so let's, what did we say, 70%? 70% of households in the Black community are single parent. So the 30% that are making it are getting celebrated, but they're nowhere near that 70%. That's what I'm saying, Mike. What is it to celebrate? That celebration, shh, be real quiet. It's there, but it's so faint. It's so faint. It's so faint.
What up, Jay Walker?
For every
Jay Walker in the building. Appreciate you sliding through for a hot sec.
Let me ask you a question. I want you to do this, and this is for you, Lee, too. I want you to think about this. Name me in 5 years, the last positive or affirmative song of the summer. Go ahead, I'll wait.
He gonna have to answer this because I don't listen to the radio. So
I'm just talking about period. You don't listen to the radio, but you know, spin that right? So where's the positive version of that over the last 5 years? It's messaging. There's none.
Hold on,
go ahead,
I'll think. Yeah, right. Relax. I ain't got nothing.
Lee, you said all my life.
All my life. He did that on purpose. Well,
he knew he was going to the feds.
Yeah, bro. Don't. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Things.
See,
hey, that was good. No. That was good. That was good. But. Dirk knew the feds was on this trail, so he was trying to drop every positive seed,
bro,
to help him out now.
Well, he's giving out to the kids. And, yes. Come on, bro.
Hold on. BD said, "Let It All Work Out" by Lil Wayne. BD, hit that. BD, I told you to hit the link. Not hit the chat. Hit the link. Trauma Bomb by T.I.
That's not an anthem right now, y'all. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but it's not the same, bro.
Thank you, y'all, because I don't thank you, because I ain't got nothing. I don't listen, so I'm glad y'all listen to music.
I want you.
What's
Tell me.
Oh, she's no. I know you ain't talking about Dirk. I know. I know. Oh, she's talking about. Okay, I'm finna say. I thought she's talking about because he got a song called. I'm like, no, that's not an anthem. That's definitely not a positive anthem.
We just start playing. What is it? King Von, Crazy Story.
Man.
I know that had the city going.
That was
wow.
ringing bells. Yes. Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
CDT beats whole stream. What am I? Hold on.
Boy, if you don't get.
Says no one ever.
CDT ain't got the reach.
Did you say saying. Iceman Drake?
Ain't nobody jacking no Iceman.
Come on,
Stop
bro.
It.
No.
If Iceman was hold on, if Iceman was what he think it is, then why is scamming
what he is?
Whatever.
Thank you.
Carisha,
Thank you.
Why is that the so-called song of the summer? If I see two things can't be true with that.
Last summer it was Pound Town, Booty Hole, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we looking for some hope from that, bro? Come on, bro.
Y'all better get CDT some play. If his whole stream, then let's talk about it. Let's get it then. Let's go. Let's make him the anthem of the summer then. Let's go.
Thank you. Let's
don't
start.
Just say it. Let's go.
You said Bibles over Birkin. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Sorry.
We too old.
We're not too old. We know scamming. We know spend that.
Well, we know what they put in our face. Pause. They didn't put Bibles over Birkin, and I don't even know if that's a song. I don't know if he's trying to be.
No, stop saying that. Stop saying that, Mike.
Put his pen to work, or if is that actually a song.
Stop saying that, Mike. So this is a thing, and now I'm going to be devil's advocate even for our own argument. Mike, you said they don't put that in our face.
That's what you said. I'm repeating what you said.
No.
You can't. No.
I'm not saying they. I'm not saying they. I'm saying it's our anthem. It's our anthem. We made that our anthem.
You just said it was the messaging. You just said it was. It's the messaging. Now you trying to use.
We putting the messaging out there.
No, you're not going to try to argue me over something that you said. You playing devil's advocate. Argue with yourself. Don't argue with me. I'm just repeating what you said. I'm using different words.
Are you calling me the devil?
Yes. You're an advocate of the devil, and sometimes you're the devil. And right now, you're being the devil.
Oh, my gosh.
All I did was repeat what you said in different words, and now you're trying to attack what I said when you need to be looking in the mirror and attacking yourself.
What I'm saying is this. My point of saying that is this. When I was talking, we've made it that anthem. What I am saying is this. On the other side, there are probably a lot of songs speaking something positive, something productive, right? But we're not promoting that. We're not buying that. We're not playing that on repeat. We're not overstreaming that. That's the thing. It's us. Nobody tells us to play spin that ish.
No, that's real because the BET Awards. I wish I had that video. They was up there.
She felt so weird, and all of our millionaires, under they
one
couldn't.
roof.
Bro, they was like, oh, play it.
Embarrassing, bro. Absolutely embarrassing. You just shake your head like, well, it makes sense.
How do you play that, right? Right after we talking about justice for Chloe, and she was scamming and stealing. Something wrong. That's the problem. I'm gonna sit back. Let me take a breath.
Who was that? Who was that? The 14-year-old with the water bottle?
No. We talking about the one that used a baby as a shield.
Oh, what about the 14-year-old that allegedly took water bottle? That boosting ninja.
Look. Hey, hold on. He probably was listening to Crazy Story.
He was probably listening to that when he walked in the store.
Could have been. Yeah.
Man, look.
I know in Crazy Story they stopped at a corner store or something.
Yeah. Yo, we pathetic, bro. Not all of us. We're not a monolith, but we're pathetic.
Thank you, bro.
We're pathetic. Hey, as long as them 808s slapping, we with all the debauchery, like straight up.
And let me say this.
And I'm guilty too.
I was about to say this. Hold on. Let me say this though. I was just going to say that.
Ty Pro, you're right. He did not steal any water. He didn't. You're right.
But he had a gun at 14.
You're right, Ty. You're right. You're absolutely right. I was the one screaming
Let's
that
go
when we
there.
did the video on that. He did.
Let's
He
go
did.
there. Let's go there. He had a gun at 14, a loaded gun. Thank you. You got real quiet. But what I'm saying is this too, though, bro. I'm gonna give some accountability because I don't want to act like we're above it, right? I think we were able to listen to the stuff, and we had discernment. We can understand what art and reality was because we understood and feared consequence. I don't think this generation cares. I think just this generation will try to go live out exactly what they hear, and they make songs to do that. Did you see about the chick with the Louis bags, stolen Louis bags? She was dancing on a TikTok video with stolen Louis bags, talking about spin that ish. The feds came and got her. 3 stolen Louis bags. They got pictures of her in the store doing it with a fake credit card scam, and she's in jail on the federal indictment right now.
That's no different. That's no different than Dirk and all these other folks jumping on the beat talking about what they did.
Ty, hold on, Ty. You don't want to do that, bro. You don't want to do that. Do me a favor. Before you try to bring some conjecture, make sure you have your facts, buddy. Because it had everything to do with it. When he fell, he raised it at his son. And that's why the father unalived him. It had everything to do with that. We can't sit here and act like we all innocent. There has to be some accountability.
Ty said, what he walked back in on? Well, Ty, I don't know what part you walked in. You probably can't walk in on that part. But what we were originally talking about was where are the leaders in the community of the see, I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know how far you. I don't know where you jumped in at, but we talking about a mass shooting that happened in the on the south side of Chicago, 95th and Precinct, Princeton, and how the leaders of that community, wherever they are, may it be the churches, the mosques, whoever, needs to protect that community, make steps in protecting that community, and not look for Trump to send funds to fund programs. Stop looking outward for someone to fix the problem and look inward. And we're asking about the leaders. And then how do we get even on? Because Ken brought that back. It wasn't me. We were talking about things that are glorified in the community. Songs. There's no positive songs in the community. And then we got on a song called the Jam of the Summer, to spin that. Why am I scamming? You know what? Blah, blah, blah. And so then we start talking about line for line. My scammers at. We're giving real life examples. Ken gave an example of the girl that held her baby up or something. I don't know what bar that pertained to, but I mentioned that the 14-year-old that was in the store allegedly stealing. We're celebrating the line, where all my boosting, we're celebrating that. But when a 14-year-old is accused of stealing, which he didn't, we all know that, Ty. We talked about that. The community is outraged because he was allegedly trying to boost some water. So there's a conflict. There's a contradiction there. Whether he took the water or not, that wasn't the point. The point was we glorify boosting in a lyric, the song of the summer, but we're outraged over a boy that lost his life.
Ty, pull up. Pull
over
up, Ty.
a bottle of water.
Hold on. Let's get there. Ty, pull up, because you don't have the facts, bro. I know the facts. The forensic psychologist analyzed the position and the trajectory of the projectile, and it said that he was turning.
Lord have mercy.
Here.
You can go down a rabbit hole.
But we can. I mean, if you want to have a
I mean,
conversation.
if you want to pull up. Oh, I got to drop the link. How you gonna pull up without the link, right? Goofy. My bad.
Yeah, it is. Hold up, Ty. So, and that's another good point that you made. So I appreciate that. So when you say there's a lot, I'm not saying it's not. There's a plethora of positive stuff. But what I'm trying to say is the thing that we control, the white man don't control it, nobody controls it, is what we choose. We have the power of choice. Why are we choosing to spin that ish? Why are we choosing to crazy story? If we be quiet for a second, we listen to our music, close our eyes, listen to the news. We're watching what we talk about play out. Nobody tells us to do it. This ain't got nothing to do with gentrification. This ain't got nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. This ain't got nothing to do with Democrat or Republic. This ain't got nothing to do with slavery, Jim Crow. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing other than we choose the worst part of our character to show the world. It's a choice. Carisha would be broke if she was uh Indian try to sing that song. Her community would bash her for trying to put something like that out.
Think of it like this, y'all. Let's just use the white community real quick. White people come to the front of the
Come to the
congregation,
front of the
please.
congregation. Yes. Well, no, we're Catholics, so they just need to go to the pew.
Hey. All right, check this out, y'all. Check this out. Think of some things, some negatively viewed actions or activities that white people have been accused of. Touching on, for some reason
touching the boys.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
like that.
now, you didn't thought of all the things that white people get negatively tagged with. What if they glorified that in their music? Everything that was negative, they glorified it in their music. Would you look at them like, oh, that's just music? They just,
Bro, oh, Ty, you got me boiling over here. So let's talk about this. So Ty, let's keep it a bean, bro. I love you and I respect what you're saying, but let's talk about this.
Have zero place. People not make the music.
So there's no issue with music. Music is art. I respect freedom of speech. You could put whatever you want to. I'm with you, Ty. I am with you, bro. But what I'm trying to say is, as a community, if we sit back and look, we see that our community can't separate art from life. They're going out and doing it. So as a community, we have to be responsible and understand, like it's kind of like this, like the crack epidemic, right? Well, if we know that we're susceptible to this as a community, everybody in the community don't do it. But guess what? If it's saturating the community so much, let's get it as far as away from the community as we can to protect it. That's what I'm saying.
No, hold on real quick. Ty, you're not derailing the show. I just didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. I didn't want the show to become a piece about what's his name? Chow Ming. I don't know his name, but we're not trying to make it about him, but we can still have a conversation.
Corner store Chow.
There you
Corner
go.
store Chow. and all I'm saying is this too, Ty. I get you. I'm with you, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with whatever somebody wants to sing, however they want to express themselves. I'm cool with any forms of music. I'd be a hypocrite if I say I didn't like some of it, right? But I'm saying the sector of our community can't distinguish what's entertainment and art because they're trying to go live this stuff out. They're influenced to the point that even if it's wrong, they're still trying to emulate it. And if that's a problem, if we're starting to see the worst part of our music being lived out in real life and consequence to that, and like it's crazy. We don't even care about the consequence no more because we still gonna try to do it. We have to say as a community, this is a problem. We can't handle this.
So are you saying the music is art and we're imitating art, or are you saying art is imitating life? What are you saying?
I say it's a little bit of both. It depends on what side of the spectrum you're on, right? But my point is saying that, okay, like I can confidently say us. We listened to all that type of music, Mike. We did.
Yeah.
But we had a sense of discernment, right? We understood that, okay, we could separate art.
I ain't giving myself no bill. You can give yourself bill, shoot yourself bill. We both came from, I ain't gonna say 2-parent household. We had our fathers in our lives, and we still was with the shenanigans. So I'm not gonna shoot myself no bill. You can go ahead.
Well,
yes.
it's not shooting bill. And when I say we, I'm talking about the ones who made it through. All I'm saying is that the community has to understand that there aren't enough. The majority of this community that's influenced by this is trying to live it out. They don't understand that it's art, and we
Why?
have to.
Why don't they believe it's art? Because they don't have
I
a
can't.
positive male influence, right?
So
Because
wait.
that's the hold on. That's the difference between us and them. We both was with the shenanigans, but we had a template to say, "Oh no, this is entertainment." They don't have a template to say, "Oh no, this is entertainment."
So that's my point, Mike. So as a community, we have to say, okay, ain't no father say, ain't nobody to filter this stuff. We can't be. This can't be the anthem. That's what I'm saying. Turn it off.
Yes.
Or watch this. Let's talk about this. Stop monetizing each other. Carisha, hey, I got this song, Scam It. When she comes to the studio, like, we can't do that because the people that's gonna be listening to that girl, they gonna go out and really do this.
Wouldn't that be
So we
beautiful?
might.
But the same thing you just said. It ain't gonna never happen. Ain't gonna never happen. You're right.
But
That
if
ain't gonna
that's
never
where,
happen.
but watch this, and this is that I be talking about. This is why I be pissed at the Cardi B's. This is why I be pissed at at anybody who does that. If you're from that and you see what it does, and then you're monetizing off of that and perpetuating it, you the problem.
Do y'all
What's her name?
believe? Hold on.
Carisha. Hold up.
Go ahead.
Carisha. She's known for talking about where she from. She still talk like where she from. She knows she was influenced by it, and she know a lot of them. It's only one of her. For every 10 million of them, it's one of her. So now you gonna go tell them to do, and maybe one of the 10 million make it to be a you. Are you crazy?
Chelsea, welcome back, Chelsea. You know it's Friday. Chelsea says, or asks, excuse me. Chelsea asks, do you all believe the gun is responsible for a shooting or the person? I like this talking point. I've heard this many times. Don't blame the gun, it's the people. Is it the artist? And here's, I guess, the correlation, or here's the comparison. Is it the artist's music that's the problem? Or is it the individual person? Which one you want to answer first?
All right, all right, reread Chelsea because I want to make sure that because
All right.
Chelsea's very specific. I gotta make sure I be clear with her.
So the first question was, do you all believe the gun itself is responsible for a shooting or the person? We'll just stop right there.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Chelsea. Let me sit up. I'm gonna close my eyes real quick to make sure I'm being clear as I say this. Tell me a time that a firearm has ever made a decision.
I think she agrees with you, but go ahead.
It just doesn't make sense. It's not. It's not the firearm, Chelsea.
Oh, my fault, Chelsea. My bad. I didn't know
It's,
you was hearing in the background. My bad. My bad. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ken.
yeah, it's the individual. It's always the individual because the individual has a brain. The individual has a soul. The individual has a spirit of discernment. The individual knows what's right from wrong. The individual makes the decision to utilize the gun. The gun is a tool. If I walked around and hammers were hammering by themselves, I would be in Alice in Wonderland.
Hammers was hammering by themselves. Bang, bang, bang.
Did you see that
What my
hammer
drop
me?
said? What my drop said? Hold on, I'm too late.
What's the next question?
Bad producer. Next question is it the artist's music that's the problem? Or is it the individual person?
No. So let me explain something to you. Art is always going to be there. Art is an expression, right? What used to be, what the industry used to be is that what made your art successful is because people viewed it as talent. And people's acceptance of your art is what made an artist an artist. The bar that we're putting for acceptance and what we're considering talent is low. It's low. We don't have any our moral our yeah, our morals are very low. We're vibrating at low frequencies because we're calling music and celebrating music and that form of art, it's it's hindering us as a people. So you can it's all types of art right now. You can go into an art museum right now and look at a picture on the wall, and be like, what the hell is that? But if 10 people affirm it, it becomes art. We have to stop affirming the BS. If we stop affirming the BS, the artists will capitulate. They will change. They will change the way they sketch because guess what? The whole purpose of social media is for affirmation. Nobody knows what's going to be good. They're just trying. And when people accept something as good and it's killing the community, they're responsible for it because they made it what it is. Art is always going to be there. People are always going to create.
Okay, is it the artist's music that's the problem, or is it the individual person? Well,
Michael Wentz.
first and
Oh,
foremost, for me personally, what you're willing to do and what you're willing to perform says something about you. Yes, I know there's movie artists that take roles that play characters that they aren't in real life, and thus we need to separate the artist from their music. I get that. But we're talking about music. Music is so influential. If I walked around singing about the devil just because it was a hot topic, worshiping the devil, or just doing all this debauchery just because it's reflecting life, eventually you'll look at me like that's all this is all this person sings about. Yes, the music is separate from the artist, but if this is all I'm pushing, it'd be different if I was sprinkling here, sprinkling there. But if my only message was a certain negative
spin that
thing,
ish.
eventually it's not about the art anymore. You can say that, but eventually it's the individual. If a
Hmm.
person was always negative, if a person always spoke negatively, would you think that person was a positive person, or would you think they just doing this because they just kicking bobos and having conversation? Are they just being negative because they're around this sector of people? They're really a good, positive, joyous person, but they're just doing this because they're around these type of people. No, you're gonna look at them like, I don't want to be around this cat. He every time he come around, he a Debbie Downer. The same thing with music. Yes, music is art, but as me and Ken are artists, so if your pen always goes in a certain direction, that's a reflective of your mindset. We can't just keep acting like artists is just trying to talk about what's hot or trying to talk about I don't know things in such a way like an actor approaches a role in a movie. No, usually when you put pen to pad, you're talking about experiences,
Personal
or you
experiences.
yeah, or you're relaying an experience that's germane to you
Or you projecting.
or projecting. So to answer your question, didn't mean to draw it out like that because I'm 3 words and I'm done talking. Is it the artist music that's I think both is a problem. I think the
Hmm.
music is a problem, and I think the artist, the individual person, is a problem if
Yeah.
they're not being
Accountable.
dynamic, dynamic and accountable. It's okay
Yeah.
to make a song about a subject, but if that's your whole aura, if that's your brand, now I'm looking at you because you made it your brand. Just like you said, like Ken said, King Von was it was King Von's music the only problem, or was King Von himself a problem as well? Because his lyrics matched up with his real life. So I can't sit here and say, "Oh, it's just the music, it ain't the artist."
Hmm.
That'd be silly of me.
Yeah.
She
On the other side
says,
of,
"Go
I'm
ahead, go
sorry.
ahead."
Go ahead. Go read it.
It says, "So you think it's the artist that's the problem?" I said both,
Yeah.
not how the individual perceives. My screen is cut off. What did it say? Perceives. Okay,
Yeah.
not how the individual. Go ahead, Ken.
So to piggyback on what Mike is saying, I definitely believe it's both. But I say this. Um, let's talk about the black community. If the tone of the black community is social injustice, if you were right there with Diddy, vote or die, if You have been on Revolt Network talking about the black community. All these things that are hindering us. If you pointed the finger, if you have a platform because of these people, right? You got to be accountable to that community. What does it say for you if you're trying to uplift women on your talk show, Carissa, please? Where's your social responsibility? So I do have to say that it is the artist as well, especially if you understand how vulnerable your community is. That means you have to be disingenuous with some of your righteous talk. Because, Mike, we had a record label, we did music together. We had to understand what we were saying. We had to somewhere be accountable to that.
Right. Yeah.
And what I feel is that it's like a parent to a child, right? There are things that parents are going to do and say, but there's a covering that you have, a responsibility to those children. If you know those children are vulnerable and they can't differentiate or distinguish certain things, you have to curtail how you're operating in front of them.
That's a good question, Ty. Go ahead.
I think that the artist has a responsibility, but I think that it's more valuable because we're a capitalist economy to capitalize off of the ignorance of the people. And she, like when she made that song, she knew she was going to get the reward, and the people who are supporting her were going to get the hurt and the sorrow and the pain. She did that.
Public announcement. Public announcement. Beard Man just joined the family. What up, family? What's up, Beard Man? 305. What's that? That's Florida, right? What's 305? That sounds familiar.
Alabama.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
I'm
my
not
bad.
mistaken.
No, that's Louisiana. 305. No, that's 304. Wait, 30. Anyway, whatever.
Oh,
What up,
Dade
Beard Man?
County. That's 305. The 305 is Dade County. I'm sorry. I'm
So I was
sorry.
right.
That is MIA. You right. I
Right,
apologize.
Okay.
I'm thinking of who were you talking to from Alabama?
What's his name?
There's one coming to my head.
Bear down.
I cannot
Come on,
think of
y'all. What's buddy name? 1914. Postman.
Yeah. We just had a conversation. Shout out to you. So yeah, bro. I hope that answered Chelsea's question, because I mean it is both parties are culpable.
Oh,
but
broken blade. Oh, my bad. Broken blade in the building. Hold on. I feel special. I feel special. We got a broken blade sighting. Okay.
Yeah, MIA yo.
He said MIA yo.
Yeah. Whoa, Ricky Rose. Mr. Officer. But yeah, bro.
So hold on. Ty Pro asked a question. He said, is it only music that has this responsibility? No other forms of media?
No, bro. It's hard, bro, because music is able to get to the users so freely now. There's no filters. Like no, I remember they used to bleep stuff out on the radio, and remember you could you couldn't go buy certain tapes, parental advisory, everything is just available.
That and music is a double influence. You got the words, the lyrics, and you got the beat.
Yeah,
So that's a double influence versus other media where you just got somebody reenacting something. Music is yeah.
But I'll say, what up, CDT? What up, homie?
CDT
Salute.
enough.
Salute.
Mother CD mother. No, I'm just kidding.
CDT.
So
I knew he was gonna get a CDT sighting. I knew it.
so Ty, and this is the truth. So no, we're not saying it's only music, but let me tell you what. Go back to this comment.
All right.
Um, it's not just the music, bro. It goes back to the community. It goes back. There, where is the covering? All these things have always been out there. Sex, drugs, and violence have always been out there. But our community used to have a covering. I remember walking to the park at my grandma's house in Chicago, and cats was over on the corner drinking and shooting dice. They would hide it from us as kids. That's not for us. Drug dealing, smoking weed, they would hide it. They like it was a protection. It was a covering. They could probably be listening to bro, I remember being at the park with my dad. He was on the court playing basketball, and I'm over there, all the OGs over there, and I slip up and say a cuss word. They shut up. I slip up and say a cuss word, right? They on me. For him, you should be, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the responsibility has to start with your neighbor. If the daddy ain't there, the uncle, the boo you land with, it's got to be a male influence. That the responsibility has to be there. Every human came through a man, came through something that. Dang, that's a triple entendre.
It seems like black music is the only thing we get hypercritical over, as though it's more it is more influential though. It's a double again. The beat is influential and the words versus a video game. A video game is influential too, but not to the degree that music is, and not to the degree of social media.
So okay, this is the thing. We as a community, we monetize violence. We're the only community.
We monetize fornication too. Remember Dr. Dre and Snoop when it ain't no fun. They married. They married. Talking about it ain't no fun if the homies can't hide. Like what? And we was imitating and mimicking all of that.
Bro, let's think about this. We got songs called Gin and Juice and The Chronic. Like,
oh, Lord, like, huh?
About it.
Come on, y'all.
Bro,
Come
we
on.
can't even fix this. Like, that's
Come on.
crazy, bro. And look, let's keep it a bean. These are the grandchildren of the, like, that's what happened, bro.
We don't get the benefit of the doubt that other ethnicities do to sing about debauchery. We're down bad. This is why we're overly critical, because we're down here. If we were up there, then it wouldn't be such a big thing, because we know how to compartmentalize and not let it affect us. But for some reason, we can't get off the mat because we too busy.
Bro, I've never seen two country artists have a beef. Right? Start a coastal war. Garth Brooks versus Billy Ray Cyrus, coastal war, East Coast, West Coast. Like that's our issue.
Yeah, Chelsea, you are absolutely correct, Chelsea. No, we're not. Nobody's saying that this is the only genre that's demonic. Yes, especially Morgan Wallen. I know exactly. Yeah,
Morgan Wallen.
Wallen. Yeah. I call him Wallen because I'm black. Now what? Especially him.
We living it out. We're living it out.
But the difference is, for some reason, we got other issues, so we need to clean up our house. If we were up here financially, if we were up here, in other areas, of course this wouldn't be a talking point. But since we're down here, we need to clean house. We need to like relax. We need to tighten the ship a little bit. And this is why we're talking about music, because obviously we seen it play out in our lives, in our generation. The music was talking about hoes, tricks, and da-da-da-da-da. Now this generation is talking about spin that, booty hole brown, like...
What's my favorite word? Beep. Sorry.
This. Oh my God! This is the wrong generation for black folks to be trying to celebrate. We need to be trying to recreate, and 200 years from now, then we can do all that weird stuff. But right now, we need to build a foundation. We trying to skip to the roof. We need to lay the cement.
Let me ask a question. This is a real question, bro. What do you think was worse for black people? And watch this.
I said the name right. Chelsea said I said the name right now.
Oh, my fault. Ask the white girl in the chat for the clarification.
I thought I said it right, but whatever. You know, Ken is always right anyway.
I just try to read. I apologize. I don't support white artists. Anyway, other than Eminem.
Whoa,
No,
whoa.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm gonna say the heck you don't. The white man don't do no wrong in y'all's eyes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. See, I told my therapist. I'm sorry. My inner voice was. I'm sorry. That was my inner voice. I'm sorry. We cool. We cool, right? We cool.
He constantly responds. He constantly responds to his inner voice. Anyway,
go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. We back.
But this is. Let's keep it a buck. You asked the black community overall, right? And I want to ask you this question: what's worse to the black community? Is it the fact that the white man tore down Black Wall Street? They burned it to the ground.
Oh boy.
Or is it the music we listen to today and what we living out?
Both. Now what?
What's a bigger detriment?
Both.
Well, Wall Street's gone. What's living?
The black community gone. Next question. Don't say it was never. Don't do that.
Bro, that's a whole nother episode.
You a product of the black community.
I did say, that is another.
And look
episode.
at you, boss. You've made it. You's doing great things, boss.
I did not making it. I don't spin that dish.
You get what I'm saying. No, well, yes you do, but you just don't sing about it.
No, I won't.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna pass it to my kids.
I get what you're saying, but they were both. Let's not minimize Black Wall Street. Now, come on, let's not do that.
Bro, we need to talk about. We should talk about the real truth about Black Wall Street one day. I literally read up on that, bro, and it's not what I was thinking about.
Who wrote it? I'm just asking. Who was the author?
Of what?
Whatever you read. Cite your source.
Oh shoot, I would be remiss to try to think about it now. I was looking at Ty's comment. He said, "Ken, the destruction and of innocent people." Wait, you took it off. What is
I
it?
didn't touch nothing.
Oh, it jumped
There
up.
it is. There it is. Oh wait, no, that ain't it.
Some people, because of jealousy, is worse. I'm with you, bro.
Oh, okay, is it okay?
I'm with you. I was just joking. Just relax.
Hey, that's that Ken, the destruction of murder and innocent people. You could say the same thing about the music.
Thank you,
say
bro.
the same thing about what just happened on Juneteenth last week.
Thank you, bro.
The destruction and murder of innocent people. Like,
Look,
whoa.
Guess what? And that mass shooting or pewing was on the block that they was talking about in True Story. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. So for let's do a recap for those who
95th?
joined in late. For those who joined in, not late, but we're gonna run the video of the Juneteenth incident where it was a mass shooting. They were gathered on 95th in Princeton on the south side of Chicago. I don't know if it was
right after Dan Ryan.
Right, literally, yeah. I don't know if this was organized or if they just was a spur of the moment Juneteenth celebration, but around 11 o'clock, 20-something, 30-something people were shot, and it was bad. Thanks, Chelsea. She liked my shirt. A battle of the beats. So we're gonna run that back. We're gonna run that back for y'all so y'all understand what we yapping about. Cause we just two old men talking. That's all. All right, mute yourself, sir.
This was supposed to be a joyous time. Neighbors say many people had gathered to celebrate Juneteenth when things took a violent turn. Surveillance video capturing what appears to be a barrage of gunfire. Shortly after, you see people running for cover. Chicago police were called to 95th and Princeton after a mass shooting around 11 Friday night in the city's Princeton Park neighborhood. At least 13 people were injured.
244 West 95th Street. I need crowd control.
Chicago police say a red SUV pulled up to a large crowd. Investigators say two suspects began shooting from inside the car before taking off.
There's approximately 25 shell casings, both rifle and pistol rounds, from 243 West 95th all the way to the end of the block on Princeton.
The victims' ages range from 17 to 47 years old and were taken to different hospitals. A 26-year-old man was last listed in critical condition. The majority of the victims are expected to recover from their injuries.
All of a sudden, You hear this loud, bah, 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 bah. I can hear the rapid fire gunfire. And I said, oh no, can't be. And next thing I know, you hear the sirens.
Michael Blount was home at the time of the shooting. He says he's disappointed it happened at a time when people were looking to celebrate the holiday.
It was a shame that it happened on Juneteenth. This was supposed to be about a celebration, not what just happened. You know, that was just purely wrong.
A motive for the shooting is unclear. Police have not made any arrests. Alderman Anthony Beale, who represents the 9th Ward, saying in part, in a matter of seconds, an ordinary summer night was shattered by gunfire. No one should have to wonder if they or someone they love will make it home safely. Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson was asked about the mass shooting and what measures police are taking.
Know that my administration is working overtime, not only to hold people accountable to remove illegal guns off the streets of the city of Chicago.
Area 2 detectives are investigating. Police are asking the public to come forward with any information.
Yeah,
Sad, bro.
It's sad. We're gonna wrap this up, but I something that I do want to say. I know those areas, bro. And for that gentleman that they were interviewing, I feel sorry for them because they're the last of their breed, and they become the minority in their own neighborhoods, the common folk. You know what I mean? And they're victims in their own area surrounding. Unfortunately, with the mayor, I feel sorry for him too. I just think, you know, he's talking about trying to get the pew pews off the street. I think it's the people, bro, because there are states and areas, non-urban, non-democratic, that it's open carry, and this doesn't happen like that. So I don't necessarily, like I was telling Chelsea, I don't think it's the firearms. It's the pulse. It's the soul. It's the character behind the hand that holds the firearm. And that goes back to the community, y'all. That goes back to family. That goes back to somebody who wasn't responsible with that life. Somebody didn't nurture that life to the point or to the extent where they understood true right from wrong and consequences and even humility for another life. It's a lot of places to point fingers, y'all. And again, I don't have a solution.
What?
But yeah, bro. There's no. I don't know.
You know why you don't have? You know why you don't have a solution?
Yeah, bro.
Because you just like the black community. You're ignoring the family. You're ignoring scripture. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you take scripture out of it, it's up for grabs. It's a jump ball.
It's a church on every corner, though, Mike.
It's a church. We already spoke on their accountability piece.
Oh, you talking about me?
I said scripture. I said scripture. I didn't say church. I said scripture.
I respect it. Good point.
So if we want to keep fornicating and having kids out of wedlock, then this is what this co-parenting this ain't gonna work. We tried it. It ain't gonna work. And in this community, ain't no co-parenting. Let's just keep it a buck. We just mating. And my man's is out there. He out the door. So until we get a handle on this family, this marry before you carry, I don't expect nothing else positive to happen.
That's a good point.
There's not enough competent men in this world, period, because the minority always rules, right? Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. Side note, Elon was a trillionaire. He just made trillionaire status just recently.
He went up, went down, went back up. Yeah.
That's okay. But the minority have competence. So we need to raise the competence level in our community and get some competent men in the community. If men are supposed to be the leaders, then we need to look no further than the men of this community, whether it comes from the church, the mosque, or the family, the men need to stand up and take the community back. How do you do that? You gotta make a family first, because without families, you don't have a community. You just got a bunch of people in a collective space that live amongst each other. You don't have order. You don't have structure. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't care about Trump and National Guard. Those are all band-aids. These programs, after-school programs, band-aids. Funding the ATF so they can stop guns from band-aid. The origin is competent men in the community. We could talk about all that other stuff. Women, keep your legs closed, blah, blah. Competent men choose competent women. So the women that don't want to keep their legs closed, that's on them. But the competent men choose competent women. But I don't think there's enough competent men. So if we can remedy that problem first, then we can tell the chick, hey, close your legs. You need a competent man to coach a woman to keep your legs closed. Because the society is saying sexual liberation, do what you do, empower yourself, blah, blah, blah. Cool, I get it. But a competent man will counterbalance that. She'll still hear the feminist talking points, but she'll still see a competent man and a competent family. So even though she's being fed this rhetoric, she can see with her eyes the opposite and how it works and how successful it is. So again, it starts with the man. Men, let's get it together. Come to the front of the congregation. Let's get it together. Don't complain. Let's do something. If it ain't the church, the mosque, the politicians, the family heads, if they exist, let's go.
I agree with you, but I think it's going to be hard, because what you're saying is you have to insert those types of men or empower those types of men. I think at the time being, my question is this: if we really care about our community, right, we have to be responsible and mature enough to admit that our community is out of control. And I'm going to say this.
Good point.
I'm going to say this. If that's the real case, if we're being really honest, we should want to be policed differently. We should want whatever needs to happen to correct this problem, bro. We can't argue about over policing and then cry when we pew-pewing each other on Juneteenth. We should want, because desperate times need desperate measures. We need overall change, bro. If they send the guard in there, I understand, because we have to change the norm. We have to change the norm of what these people are operating under. If we really want change, the people who really love the community will understand that it needs to be a drastic change in order to change the environment now, because we can't do it. We can't. We can't march. We can't bend crumpet. We can't Jesse Jackson it. We can't.
Hey man, you gonna stop speaking on Jesse Jackson? Man.
I'm just saying,
what they say, God bless the dead. Yeah. Relax, bro. Chill.
But my point is, it's not working, bro. So we gotta be cool with somebody else coming in, because if they're coming in to promote change, and it stops it, what are we complaining about? We can't want our cake and eat it too.
Do you understand the inner struggle with that theory? If a community, we don't have to start a conversation. You hear the music. That means we're getting ready to end. Yeah. But do you understand a community that doesn't trust the police?
I don't trust the niggas.
Right. So do you understand how that could be a problem, or a hesitancy to say, yes, please over police us. We need help. And then trusting them to over police correctly?
We're not talking about the police. We're talking about the National Guard, the military.
Whoever. That's what I'm sorry. Let me walk that back. I didn't mean to say police. The National Guard.
So I'm like they call me. I'll be a Sambo. So let them fix it themselves then. You don't want the help? Let them fix it themselves then. Look what you got now. You see what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah.
Something got to change.
There's some hesitancy with that. Like it's not just that cut and dry.
Let me ask you a question. The 4 people that passed over Juneteenth, I guarantee their families are wishing somebody was there to intervene.
That's a fact. And that's why I
Somebody,
said,
anybody.
that's why I say, if you want to protect your community, if you're going to throw an event or have a block party, or I don't know if it was formal or informal, it doesn't matter. If you plan on having a big gathering and you know that's the hood, that's the hood. That's the hood. Princeton Park.
95th and Princeton.
That's the hood. So you know this. You're in the hood. You know this is the hood. You know this is where it go down. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. If the president walks around with Secret Service, and he's the president, protect your community. Protect your people. You want to have fun and stay safe. Protect them. I'm not victim blame. I mean, I'm not pointing the finger and blaming anybody. I'm just saying, if you're going to do this and you know your environment, protect your environment.
Yeah, I respect it, bro. Can't be mad if you ain't doing it.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us, dropping in, giving us your thoughts. We don't all have to agree, because the name of the show is Agree to Disagree. Ty Pro, appreciate you. Your input. Chelsea, appreciate you. Lee, appreciate you. Juice, appreciate you. Let me see who else dropped some. Who else?
I love this
What's
chat,
his name? G Honda. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody that contributed. May, appreciate you.
Jeez, that's my girl. CDT.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, y'all. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I mean,
Broken
share.
Blade.
Oh, I forgot about Broken Blade. My bad. My bad, bro. BD from Dade County.
Yes, sir. May as always. Yeah, bro. But yeah,
we have
I
fun.
think this is. I enjoy it. Well,
I mean, considering Tina Moe. I'm sorry, Tina Moe. Like, what? Y'all didn't shout me out, Tina. Oh, yes, Tina, we got you. We got you, girl. We got you. My bad. Anthony's too real. Hold on. Double up. A2R. She jumped in. Yeah. Joe Blaze.
And Jay Walker.
Same. Juice J. Same.
Okay. But yeah, bro, I think yeah.
Angel Marie. I see you. Big head. All right,
shout out. Yeah, the topic, the show is always fun, but it's always good to have conversation amongst family. But when I get to a point where like it's almost a helpless feeling, it kind of hurts my soul deep down inside, bro. And it's unfortunate that there's not a clear solution to this situation. Everything that we're putting out there, we just we're throwing shots in the dark.
I got 2 more shout outs too, so don't leave. Don't get pissed off and leave. I got 2 more shout outs. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, we just gotta do better, bro. One house at a time. If you are not in one of these situations or one of these cities, I think it's your responsibility to educate your children, educate the children around you, your nieces, your nephews. Make sure that you're giving them principles. Make sure that I was about to quote the Bible, but make sure you're raising them right. And let me say this too. I play around with that, but if it takes a church, if it takes the mosque, if it takes rubbing Buddha's stomach for us to get some accountability, and if it takes Scientology for us to have some more self-respect for ourselves and each other, then so be it, bro. I'm for whatever at this point.
I love it. And last but not least, I love that though. That was real.
Yeah.
Last but not least, our first 2 contributors to the chat, BDBGP and 18. Like I said that fast. BDBGP. And if I forgot you, hey man, charge it to my, what they say, flesh, not to my heart.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scroll through the chat. I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want nobody walking away feeling no type of way. I said Joe Blaze. Yeah, schooling too better. Yep. We got everybody. Yeah. We're not that big, pause, to be missing nobody. So let's make sure we don't miss nobody. Pause.
Oh, so FYI, y'all, we working on a giveaway. we want to try to yeah, we working on the giveaway. We're gonna keep it in rats. We've been talking about how we can make sure that the family stay the family, and
That's right.
just show our appreciation, y'all. So stay on the lookout for it. Any final words, Mike?
Yes. Please, guys. Hey, if you got any topic suggestions,
You ain't run the banner.
I'm running it now. If you got any topic suggestions, send it to A2D Topics for you, the number 4 for you at gmail.com. You see it up top. Scrolling. We appreciate you guys for you could have been anywhere in the world. Like for real, today Friday, y'all didn't have to come in and rock with us, but you rocked with
Grains
us.
on, soaking.
Man, the ribs soaking, all that. Yeah, bro.
My ribs soaking.
You got other people going live. Y'all bouncing back and forth. We appreciate any second, any minute, any whatever you can, rock with us. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's one love around here. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out, please. Like, share, subscribe. And on that note,
2 of them.
2 of them.